The case of George and the Mall Bandits. The sun had already dipped behind the skyline of New York City. The neon lights glowed, but inside the cozy Doggo Detectives office, things were unusually quiet. Maverick was snoring gently, nose tucked into his favorite blanket. Chloe had a paw on a squeaky toy that let out tiny squills with every breath she took. Zoey, curled into a cinnamon roll shape, mumbled something about squirrels in her sleep. Only Alpine, ever alert, was awake, lounging in her beanbag chair, watching a nature podcast called Moose Moments, Wild Calls of Alaska. Then suddenly, creak! The front door opened just a crack. A large shadow padded in. Who are you? Alpine said cautiously, hopping to her paws. The dog stepped into the light, a majestic, fluffy Alaskan Malamute with determined eyes. I'm George the Alaskan Malamute. I need your help with something extremely important. Alpine's ears perked up. Guys, wake up, emergency sniff mode. Poof! A pile of blankets exploded as Bandit jumped up, growling out, I'm awake! Who took the cheese? Groaned Zoey, rubbing her eyes with her paws. Are the squirrels invading Central Park again? Are they building a nut fortress? Because I knew they were planning something. No, Zoey, Alpine barked. This is George. He needs our help. George nodded solemnly. Someone broke into my mall, my dog-friendly mall on 5th Avenue. It's called the Mall Hangout. They stole tons of stuff, treats, collars, dog beds, and even 1,000 glow-in-the-dark tennis balls. Bandit gasped. They took the glowies? This means war. The Mall Hangout? Chloe tilted her head. That place is awesome. They've got dog elevators, treat bars, and the bone-shaped fountain. We're on it, Maverick said confidently, already adjusting his Doggo Detectives badge. At the Mall Hangout, the team trotted up to the dark glass entrance. The automatic doors whooshed open, but there was no jingling of bells, no sense of popcorn from the snack kiosks, just silence. This is too quiet, Zoey whispered. Suddenly, flash! A bright flashlight beam hit them. Ah, Sergeant! Barked George. The flashlight wobbled and then dropped with a loud clink. A huge brown bloodhound stood behind the desk, blinking blearily. Oh, sorry, George. I thought you were, Never mind, yawned the bloodhound. That's Sergeant, George explained, sighing. Former military dog, now mostly sleepy. Any CCTV? Bandit asked. Yeah, that's in the basement, George replied. We've got another security dog down there too, Captain. He's also ex-military, doesn't sleep much, but let's just say he's better at snoring than spotting crime. Down at the security room. The lights flickered as they padded into the CCTV room. The wall of monitors showed static and paused frames of empty hallways. In the middle of the room, sprawled across a pile of chewed tennis balls, was Captain, a German Shepherd snoring like a chainsaw. Classic Captain, muttered George. Alpine pawed at the keyboard, and we wound the footage. The screen buzzed, and then they saw it. A shadow, then two more. The Doggo Ds leaned closer. There, Zoey shouted. 3 shadows near the treat emporium. Zoom in, Maverick said. They watched as 3 sleek Italian Greyhounds slipped in through the emergency back door. One had a shopping cart, the second had night vision goggles, and the third was holding a tiny walkie-talkie. It's pizza, gnocchi, and carbonara, gasped Bandit. The Mall Bandits. We split up, Alpine commanded, turning into full leader mode. Bandit and Zoey secure the treat wing. Chloe and Maverick watch the toy aisle. George, with me, we go to the food court. They snuck upstairs quietly. Suddenly, footsteps. 3 figures passed near the giant indoor tree. The Doggo Ds hid behind a decorative water fountain shaped like a dog bowl. The Greyhounds tipped-pawed past, whispering. "We'll take the big stash from the vending machine next," said Pisa. "Not if I stop you first," Alpine growled and leaped out. Bandit tackled Gnocchi, who dropped his backpack full of stolen dog biscuits. Zoey spun and launched a squeaky chicken that hit Carbonara right in the snout. Chloe zipped in and tripped Pisa with the leash. Thump, thump, thump. They were tied up before they could say lasagna. "You won't be out for long," Alpine grinned as she tightened the rope. Suddenly, sirens. Woo, 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 woo. In trotted Ranger, Maverick's older brother and the chief of dog police. "Well, well," Ranger barked proudly. "Caught them red-pawed again. Good work, Doggo Detectives." The Mall Bandits were hauled away in a rolling kennel. Back at the office, the Doggo Ds lounged with George, munching on bone-shaped pizzas from the Mall Hangout's VIP food court, free for life as a thank you gift. "Thank you, Doggo Ds," George said, tail wagging with gratitude. "You saved the whole mall." "All in a day's work," Bandit said, his mouth full of mozzarella. "Next time," Zoey yawned, "can we stop some villains who don't run so fast?" Everyone laughed. Then Chloe blinked. "Wait, did anyone ever wake up Captain?" "Oh no, he's still down there," George face-pawed. They all burst out laughing as Bandit added, "He'll probably wake up next Christmas."